Okay guys, in this video I'm going to walk through a tiered network example. I had my VAs set up the second tier networks for me to attach to the Vernon Dunn network, or the Get It Done network, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm just going to walk through that, and I'm going to show you the spreadsheets for the supporting networks, or the tier 2 networks. And then I'm going to show you how I access, or what they look like inside of IFTTT for each account. And then I'm going to actually syndicate a video to the entire network by uploading a video to the Get It Done channel, and then we'll watch and we'll force the recipes to run, and that way you can see the video actually cascade through the entire network, which will be the tier 1 network as well as the 3 tier 2 networks. We also have, I had them set up a 4th tier 2 network which will connect to Medium. But Medium is not really good for YouTube syndication. It's only good for blog syndication. So although I'm going to show you the 4th syndication network, or the 4th tier 2 network that connects to Medium, they're not syndicating the YouTube embeds, which we already talked about in a previous video. So I'm going to show you a full 2-tier network that actually has all 4 blog accounts as triggers. So it's Blogger, Tumblr, WordPress, and Medium. However, Medium is not posting YouTube embeds, so it's not really all that valuable for YouTube syndication. So, and because of that, I might end up just repurposing the Tier 2 network as a supporting Tier 1 network for the YouTube channel. So we'll talk about that in probably the advanced training webinar that we do. So I'm going to walk through each one of these tiered networks spreadsheets so you can see them. Here's Tier 2A, which means it's triggered by Blogger. Here's Tier 2B, which means it's triggered by Tumblr. Here's Tier 2C, which means it's triggered by WordPress. And lastly, here's Tier 2D, which means it would be triggered by Medium. However, Medium, like I said, is not good for YouTube syndication. So really, I would only be using a Tier 2D network if I was going to be syndicating blog content through a tiered network. But again, I've talked about this extensively already. I don't recommend that. So chances are Medium will not be used a whole lot for me. It will be used as a tier 1 property, but not necessarily a tier 2 property, because it doesn't syndicate YouTube videos. So what I'll probably end up doing is just repurposing this tier 2D network to just become another supporting tier 1 network for the YouTube channel, because you can do that. You can stack as many tier 1 networks on a YouTube channel as you'd like. It's not going to hurt anything. You certainly don't want to do that with a website, though, or a blog. So I've got a video queued up and ready to go. Inside, I actually just did a quick IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0 video that I just uploaded, and I'm just about ready to click the publish button. That's going to make it go live on the channel. This is the Get It Done channel. You can see right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click publish. Now that this has been published, we can go back over to our main IFTTT account, which is here, okay, and we're going to go ahead and trigger. We're going to force the trigger for a few of these recipes. Just the blog recipes is all that we got to force it, right? So we got to force Blogger, Tumblr, and WordPress, and we can force Medium if we want. But I told you Medium's not going to show the embed, so it really doesn't matter. It's not important. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the next page. We're going to start with if YouTube, and then Blogger. All right, so we're going to click on the icon and click check now, and you'll see it says last run less than a minute ago. If we want to go check it, we can go take a look. We should see IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0. That's the video that I just uploaded. I just pressed the publish button. Okay, so that one worked. Now let's just go back, and we're going to go back to my recipes. We're going to force Tumblr, and then we're going to force WordPress. Okay, and then once we're done with that, we're going to go show the IFTTT dashboard for each one of the supporting networks, or the tier 2 networks, I should say. And then we're going to force the recipes over there so that you can see how it syndicates, and it's going to be posted all the way out now to tier 2. Very, very powerful. All right, so Blogger's been forced. Now we're going to go to WordPress. We're going to click check now. And IFTTT is thinking. It says last run less than a minute ago. We can open this up in the new tab, take a look at it. And there we have it. There's our syndicated video, IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0. So now we're going to jump back over to My Recipes, and we're going to go to the last, just to the Tumblr. We're going to force the Tumblr to post right here. All right, let's go ahead and click check now. Less than a minute ago, we'll open that up. And there we have it. There's our video post, there's the title, and there is the YouTube URL, right? Okay, so we know that those three work. Now, what I've done is I've opened up Brow SEO. This is Brow SEO. I told you guys about this in the updates section of the training. If you haven't seen this video, go to the updates module, and you'll see a video about Brow SEO. I talk about how this is a very, very powerful software program or application that you can use to open up different profile or project tabs, and each one of these will have its own IP assigned, and profile data and stuff like that, so that you can work in multiple IPs in multiple tabs all at the same time and not cross anything. And it saves a ton of time, guys. Brow SEO. You can go to semanticmastery.com/BROW SEO, Brow SEO, and it will you can find out more about Brow SEO. If you're doing a lot of tiered network work, I highly recommend that you pick this up. It's going to make you a hell of a lot more efficient. You'll get a lot more done a lot quicker and less time. You know what I mean? So Brow SEO is very cool. But what I did was I went ahead, just to save time for this video. As you can see, I've got 4 profiles open. Each one of these, this is Tier 2A, Tier 2B, Tier 2C, and Tier 2D, which is, you can see this is coming from Medium. But you can tell that it didn't syndicate the video, so that's why I'm not going to force the recipe over here, because it really doesn't matter. It's not going to show anyways. But this was the this is the network that was triggered by Medium. But this is the network triggered by Blogger. Just to prove it, I'm showing if RSS then WordPress, and you can see the RSS feed is vernonedunn.blogspot.com. So this is the Tier 1 RSS feed. This is the Vernon Dunn, the Get It Done blogger RSS feed that's triggering this second tier network. Just like Profile 2 here, which is Tier 2B. If we go down here, this is the Vernon Dunn Tumblr RSS feed that's triggering this network. And the last one is Tier 2-3, or excuse me, C, which is WordPress.com, and you can see it's vernonedunn.wordpress.com feed, right? So these are the 3 Tier 2 networks that we use, that we had shown in a previous video with this diagram here. So these are the 3 Tier 2A, Tier 2B, Tier 2C. If we go back to Brow SEO, we're at Tier 2A, Tier 2B, Tier 2C. Okay, so we're going to go in here real quick, and like for example, if we open this up, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me just go back here in a minute. It's going to say last run 1 minute ago. Okay, cool. So that means that this is just run as the second tier network already. It already picked up the Blogger account. Remember, we forced the Blogger recipe to run just a minute ago. And now if we go to the Tier 2 blog, you'll see IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0. There it is. So now we got the Blogger blog at Tier 1, and now it went to Tier 2 and posted to WordPress. Let's go back for a minute. This is just the Tier 2 network. We're going to go down here. We can go look at the tweet if you'd like. We'll go open this up and click on this button. And here we go. There's the Blogger URL for the tweet. You see that? See how it's got the Blogger URL, the Blogspot URL for the post for the tweet. Does that make sense? So this is the Vernon E. Dunn. It's actually, this is a second tier tweet that's tweeting the Blogger from Tier 1 URL, if that makes sense. So we're just going to keep rolling through here. We're not going to go through all the recipes because it's not necessary for me to show you all of them, but I am going to show you the Tumblr post. We'll go in here and we'll take a look. It said just 3 minutes ago. IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0 right there. See that? And this is again, this is the Tumblr account, but it's basically, it republished the post from Blogger, right? So we'll go back and we'll look at one more, and that will be we got to go look at the Blogger. So we can look at the second tier Blogger now, right? That's this one here. Last run 4 minutes ago. So if we click on this, this is IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0. So you can see that we basically took the Blogger RSS feed from Tier 1 and we fed content to this Tier 2 network. So this entire Tier 2 network now has republished the post from the Tier 1 Blogger. And likewise, we can go to Profile 2 and we can check the same thing. Profile 2 is using the Tumblr RSS feed as the trigger. So if we go click on this, right here, IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0, there's the video, there's the YouTube URL. Remember, okay, so this is the Tumblr feed that fed this WordPress.com blog. Okay, we'll go back to my recipes. We'll go look at the Tumblr blog. So this will be Tumblr RSS feed feeding the second tier Tumblr blog. We'll go take a look at that. Right there. There it is. Okay. Now we'll go back and we'll take a look at the Blogger. Now remember, it's syndicating to an entire Tier 2 network, all of the properties, not just the blog properties. I just wanted to show you the blog properties where you get to see another embed. The other ones are just going to be links, right? Links and bookmarks or social signals. Don't get me wrong; those are still powerful too. But I'm just letting you know that there it is, IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0. Okay, right there. This was just syndicated just a couple minutes ago. All right, so now let's go back and take a look at profile number 3. Profile number 3 is the WordPress.com blog from Tier 1. The VernonDunn.wordpress.com feed is feeding this network. So let's go take a look. Right there, IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0. We'll go back, we'll take a look at Tumblr, and then we'll take a look at WordPress. Last run less than a minute ago. IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0. And lastly, we'll go back and take a look at the Blogger. Right here. IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0. So if we go back over to this image here, guys, you're going to see that basically I just uploaded a video to here, and within the 12 minutes of this video running, it's already gone and posted to all the properties in Tier 1, and then gone out and posted to all the properties in this network, all the properties in this network, and all the properties in this network. So if we're let's just say we're at 20 properties per network, right? If that's all, if we're at 20 properties per network, we just went through 20, 40, 60, 80. We just published this video to our channel and it automatically syndicated itself to 80 different properties. So we're getting embeds, we're getting backlinks, we're getting bookmarks, social signals, all of that. And by just publishing content to here. So hopefully you see how powerful that is. Now, if we jump back over here for a minute, let's go ahead and just see if the video is indexed. I don't know that it has been indexed that fast. It's only been about 5 or 10 minutes. But let's just take a look at this. IFTTT SEO Academy 2.0. Look at this, guys. 10 minutes ago. Get it done. And there's other people already starting to optimize for this. You guys see this? There's other people already starting to optimize this because you know, this is a product that's going to be launching on the 28th, which is it's March 10th right now, just so you guys I can prove this to you. It's March 10th right now, so this product is launching in 18 days. So there's already some other people getting ready to start promoting it, and you can see some of these right here. Like there's other people, but look at this, Vernon Dunn WordPress 9 minutes ago. I'm ranked on page 1 for that. You see that? Sites that this is one of our students doing RYS Academy stuff, which is funny. But you can see that my video ranked number 2 position in 10 minutes, guys, because it went through a tiered network that's all been interlinked properly. See how powerful this stuff is? So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. If we went and looked at the Medium account too, I bet the Medium's now syndicated as well, although there's no embed there. It's just those that very short description that says watch on YouTube here and in the channel URL. There's still some value in that, but I wouldn't expect those accounts to hold up that long because they'd end up being terminated. But hopefully you see how powerful this is, and that's how the tiered networks work. We'll see you in the next video.